Hey guys, Dave here, and it's time for another video, and today I'm going to do my review of my first week with the iPhone 6 Plus. Now, I bought the 6 Plus exactly 1 week ago today. I camped out at the Apple Store at 5 a.m. to get one instead of waiting for my pre-order, which wasn't going to come for another 2 to 3 weeks. So, I got the iPhone 6 Plus 128 gigabyte in space gray. That was the model I went with. And the reason I went with the 6 Plus over the iPhone 6 is I wanted the 1080p display, and I also wanted the optical image stabilization on the camera. Now, at first when you pick up the phone, it is a little unwieldy. I mean, 5.5 inches is a lot different than the 4-inch phones that we were used to. Now, this is my work iPhone, which is an iPhone 4S, and you can see the difference is huge. Now, anytime now I pick up this phone, it feels so tiny in my hands compared to this. But, like I said, it does take some getting used to the bigger display. The first day or two I really, spent time figuring out how to hold the phone. And getting used to it now. I have big hands, so holding the phone this size isn't too big a deal for me. But a lot of people are talking about reaching buttons and everything, and Apple figured that out. Is they have the one-handed mode, and if you just double tap on the home button, don't double press as you would like to get into multifunction mode. This brings all the icons down and allows you to get to them. So again, just lightly double tap, and now you can reach your icons with one hand. Battery life has been amazing on this. Now, on my iPhone 5, which I had previously that I traded in to get this, my battery would last about a day. Where I work, I do not get cell service, so it spends most of the day searching for signal. And when I would leave work at the end of the day, it'd be about 25% battery. Now, I know I could just put it in airplane mode, but if I forget to take it out of airplane mode, I'm going to miss calls, so I just leave it. And I can still use it over Wi-Fi. With the 6 Plus, after a full day of use at work, even with searching, I would only lose about 25% battery, so I'd leave work and be about 75% battery. Still have plenty of battery left for use during the rest of the day. And it also would last me 2 full days without a charge. So by the end of the second day, when I left work, I'd still be at about 35% battery life. And by the time at the end of the day, I'd still be maybe about 20. So, and that's after pretty good use. If I use it really heavily, like I did the first day or two, then the battery life is going to drain quicker. I was watching a lot more videos on it. I was exploring, playing with the phone. So I would charge it, but still wasn't to the point that I needed an immediate charge. So battery life is fantastic. Again, I would probably, if they sacrificed and went with a little bit thicker phone, then maybe the battery life would even be better. But so far, I'm quite pleased with the battery. And another reason I went with the 6 Plus over the 6 is the camera has optical image stabilization on it. So what that means is that the lens will move around a little bit to compensate for handshake, or if it's a little light and you need to have a little bit longer exposure, it'll to keep the focus on it. So initial tests I've done with this camera has been quite good. I'm quite happy with it, but I've still got some more tests to do with it. Also, another big feature now is the ability to film at 240 frames a second, which allows for the really super slow-mo video. Those I got to do some more tests on, and it also does time-lapse too, which I haven't really played with yet, but will be doing so in the near future. Now, another big thing that's been going around all week is Bendgate. If you haven't heard what this is, you actually have, you haven't seen the news, because it's been on every news channel. It's been all over. People are reporting that their 6 Pluses were bending, well, in their pockets all day. Now, it is a big phone. It is a big flat sheet of aluminum on the back. And yes, if you have really, really tight pants, or you put it in your back pocket and you sit on it, yes, it does have a chance to bend the phone. Now, Lou from Unbox Therapy, which is another YouTube channel which I suggest you follow, he did a test, which is what was on every single news channel in the nation here, of him grabbing his phone like so and pushing on it and bending the phone. He had to do this twice because of conspiracy theories out there that the first one was kind of a rigged video, so he did another one without any camera cuts. But yes, the phone is bendable, but if you put it in a case, which I always suggest you do, I don't like having a naked phone. Only this one is without a case just for demonstration purposes right now, but I always keep my phone in cases. I believe to protect them. It helps keep them from being scratched, and just overall protects it if you should accidentally drop it. Now I have the leather case, which I picked up from Apple, and I'm not quite happy with it. The reason why, I think leather is a little bit of a tougher material, so pushing on the home buttons and the volume up button, up and down buttons have been a little bit hard. Maybe that would wear over a little time, but for me, I'm going to go search for an aftermarket case, and I don't mind having something a little bit thicker on here for the protection. But with that case on, under normal use, if you just smart about where you put your phone in your pockets and everything, so you're not constantly putting pressure on the phone, you shouldn't have a problem and it shouldn't bend. So overall, am I happy with the phone? An outstanding yes. I am in love with the 6 Plus. I am so glad I went with the bigger phone. Again, for the nice 1080p display, the better camera. And for me, I have big hands, so it's not an issue. But for anybody else, I suggest go to the store, pick it up, hold it for a few minutes, play with it, and see what you think. The 6 might be better size for you, but for me, the 6 Plus is, I'm happy I went with it, because I do not mind the bigger size. And now using a smaller phone like this, I don't know how I use a phone so small after using this for a week. So I'm going to wrap up this video now. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Did you get with the 6 or did you go with the 6 Plus, and what are your thoughts on the phone? Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.